Talking COVID-19, doctors from across the Upstate pleading with people to be safe and smart as we enter into the first Christmas and the time of COVID. Cases are surging in most of the country, including here in the Carolinas. And reports of packed COVID testing sites just days out from Christmas are beginning to pop up. Today, doctors from all 5 major health systems in the Upstate got together for a press conference to amplify this warning. Fox Carolina's Matt Koufax live outside of Prisma Health in Greenville. And Matt, only a couple days until Christmas Eve, it seems like the medical community is really on edge.
Yeah, they're on high alert, Tori, and they say you should be too. The message was clear today that even with a vaccine on the horizon, this Christmas could be a dangerous, possibly even a deadly one if protocols and precautions are deliberately disobeyed. Now, we also spoke to some labs that specialize in testing, as well as some urgent cares here in the Upstate, who are saying that they're seeing a lot of people lining up for testing or who are already in there exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19 to get checked out. They are hoping that Christmas is not the tipping point. Doctors put the entire Upstate region on notice today.
We saw a significant rise in the number of COVID patients after Thanksgiving, and we absolutely are dealing with record numbers today.
Health officials say our region is outpacing every other part of the state in COVID-19 cases, and that if people in the area don't change their behavior, an even bigger surge is expected after Christmas.
We have done as much as we can do. We need the partnership of the community to help us steer through this last few months.
Hospitals aren't the only ones feeling the effects. Emergency MD in Cherrydale told us this afternoon there's been frequent testing happening at their location lately. Today, their patient list was so full they told us they had to call in extra staff. Doctors also told us today you should not gather with people outside your household this holiday.
I've seen firsthand some of the regret on the faces of family members who have had no symptoms when they gathered for Thanksgiving, only to later develop symptoms and realize they had exposed their loved ones.
Doctors say you should typically get tested 5 to 7 days after an event or instance where you saw people you don't normally see. But even if you test negative right before the holiday, within that window, there's still a danger the virus manifests at Christmas when it's too late to know.
This is the first time that all 5 systems have made a joint statement. And I think that speaks to the seriousness of what we're talking about.
Now, there are labs offering both the PCR test, which is typically 36 hours, as well as a rapid test, which can come back in as quickly as 10 minutes or 15 minutes to 20 minutes, I should say, including the antigen test, which can return those results very quickly. But you need to keep in mind that even if you get tested, and especially if it's outside of that window, it still could come back with a false result as that virus manifests later, as I mentioned. And it may cost you because rapid tests, especially at private labs, are out of pocket in terms of payment. In Greenville tonight, Matt Koufax, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.